The vision is real. Don't test me, I don't have a chill. I will not shoot you, but these niggas around me, they will. Yeah, I did what you came. Let's
What's up, grinders? This is SafielVonay from the TheNYCGrind, and today I have a very, very special guest. His name is Mr. TruthCity. I'm not going to do the introductions right now because I'm going to let him talk about himself. But we are starting a segment called The Come Up, and this is going to be part of TheGrind.TV. We've had so many phenomenal performers, rappers, artists, beatboxers, and I want to get a little more in touch, like personally, with all the people that have been to The Grind.
Of course.
So I'm going to talk to Truth. Truth, if you could just introduce yourself, and then we'll get right into it.
Yeah, of course. My name is TruthCity. I'm from a little place on the side of the map called Newport News, Virginia. My specialty is songwriting, entrepreneurship, event curating, and a whole list of...
I would add on motivational speaker to that.
Yeah, probably that as well.
I would definitely say that.
Yeah.
So I've seen TruthCity perform for like a bunch of events. Unfortunately, I never saw you in your beginnings, but I've heard about your beginnings a lot.
Yeah.
He preaches and he motivates people while he performs, and I feel like it's very heartfelt because I love motivation. So the first question I wanted to ask you is, how did you start your rap career? Like, where did you get started? What were your beginnings?
Well, I used to write poetry.
Oh,
first,
okay.
Yeah, so I used to write poetry, and I used to go to like all of these speaking events for like my churches. So like, yeah, I was always in front of people.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was like 6, 9 years old, my mother used to take me to oratoricals or whatever. I started to transition into hip hop after I heard Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Changed my life. That and Illmatic.
How old were you when that happened?
I think I was around 8 or 9.
Oh, you were young. Okay.
Yeah, super young. But like, I was retaining a lot of things as a child. So when I picked up Reasonable Doubt, just the rhyme schemes, the double entendres, just the way he was bouncing words, I was like, this is amazing. You know what I mean? So after that, I just chose rap as
so
like
you had the poetry already in the beginning, plus the church preaching, and then you started getting into rap, and then all that kind of walked into it.
See how the world works, man?
Damn, that's crazy.
That's
okay. And how long have you been doing? Like, how long have you been rapping for?
Man, I think it's been about over 15 years, probably.
Yeah, 15 years?
Yeah, I'm 26 now, so yeah, I think it's been well over 15 years.
Beautiful. All right, cool. Well, one of the things that I definitely seen as grinders is we all have our own shit. We all go through shit, you know, ups and downs. Mostly down, more downs than ups, you know. So I wanted to get close and personal with you on that. Like, what would you say is the hardest? Because you have a very touching story. As in, when you get on your stage, you talk very deeply about your life. So I wanted to know, like, what is the biggest obstacle you've ever been through? And to let our viewers know, because a lot of people are, you know, they have their own shit and you want to hear it from other people, like other grinders like you. How did you get over that?
Well, you can't put into your mind the things that are going wrong. You can't focus on things that are negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it will only bring negative to your world.
Gotcha.
So for me, like, once I realized I had the mental power to change my entire world, like, I chose to change it. So a lot of the personal struggles that I went through, the only way for you to get through those things is to focus on the things that you desire the most. Everything will come to fruition. I promise that to anybody who is like watching this right now. Everything comes to fruition if you believe it. You know what I'm saying? So once you determine that today's gonna be great, today's gonna be successful, like, I'm gonna eat healthy. You know what I mean? Like, if you say all of these things when you start your day will be nothing but positive.
It's kind of like the law of attraction.
That's it. So the only thing that people should see when they see me is a combination of positive thoughts. That's what led my life to be where it is now.
Do you feel like you've always had that thought process? Like, when do you think that you transition into that? Because that takes time to like build up that mentality.
It takes a lot. I think it was just literally when you have no other choice. You have to put yourself in an uncomfortable position, and I think to the point where I was homeless, you know what I mean? Like, and I think when I was homeless, that's when everything just had to be positive. What else could I be upset about?
There's like no more downer than that.
There's nothing else I can really be upset about. So I used to wake up and I'm just like, okay, today I got some bread, I got some peanut butter, you know what I mean? Like,
I gotta put these together and I gotta live.
And I was like, you know what? I'm eating. And to that point, when you have so less, when you get any small little thing happen for you, you're just so happy. And for me, like now I find happiness in the smallest things in life. So therefore, like it doesn't take much for me to be happy.
Damn, that's crazy. So now you have gratitude, happiness. That's crazy. So now you see, do you see your future clearly? Like, would you say that your visions are very, very clear?
Yeah. I think for any of the grinders, that's what we call them.
That's exactly. The grind is.
Yeah, we all kind of see our visions before they happen. You know what I mean? You've seen your event 5 years in the making.
In advance,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like we all do. I think that's what comes with being an artist. We're blessed with the power of vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my vision has always been clear from day one.
So now that you see your vision, where do you see yourself in about 5 to 10 years? Like, what are your future, endeavors? Where are you trying to go to?
Well, I definitely want to move overseas. That was like a big dream of mine. Yeah, I always wanted to live in Italy. That was
Italy.
I don't know why. It's just like I wanted to be in this peaceful place where I'm not from. Like just a different sound, different smell. You know what I mean? I just want to experience like the beauty of the world. So I do want to do a lot of traveling, production. I always wanted to have a production team where I help other artists like myself who don't know how to necessarily songwrite or build records. I want to be able to provide that service as well as countless others. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So is it kind of like you want to do like managing in a sense?
Nah. I can't manage anything. Because like I feel like you can't manage vision. You know what I'm saying? Like that person has to have that vision and see it clearly. You know what I mean? I can provide the tools at the end of the day, but as much as I can put all these things on the table, that person has to
basically do it themselves.
They have to do it, you know what I'm saying? So I want to provide artist services one day.
Gotcha.
That's my big dream.
Okay, cool. Have you ever thought about like performing overseas? Like, would you like to?
Oh my goodness. I feel like all of that is inevitable. You know what I mean? Like as far as performing and making music, I feel like I'll always be doing that. I feel like the things that I have no experience in are the things I want to do. You know what I mean? Whether it's cut clothes, whether it's, I want to know a little bit about everything artistic.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Everything.
Would you say that like rapping is like the center of everything you do? Is that like your core? Would you say you have a center, or are you more like of a?
I'm just a creative. You know what I mean? So I think with hip hop, like hip hop for me was just another thing to conquer in terms of like challenging myself to do something. So I felt like I mastered like the ability of like, the metaphors, the similes, you know what I mean? I've done a whole album full of things like that. Then I wanted to sing. And I was like, I'm gonna sing.
Let me try that out,
you know what I mean? So it's just like I just want to push myself artistically to do anything I don't know how to do that I want to learn how to do. You know?
Kind of like a challenge. You're like overstepping on challenges.
If we're not challenging ourselves, what are we doing?
That's true. So what are you challenging yourself on like right now?
Right now it's songwriting. Like I've been getting really good at vocal arrangement. It's something that's very heavy in the music industry, is not just the ability to create, your layers of vocals, but all the things that come underneath it. Like, I have friends in the industry who do 165 tracks per record.
Damn.
Yeah, like full of harmonies and just a bunch of other things that go along with it. So those are the things I've been sitting in studios with other songwriters and just watching and learning. Yeah, I want to be the best. Man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you gotta learn a little bit of everything, and then you put it all together. I mean, I've definitely heard that in your music. I was listening. I was actually in Colombia listening to your music like crazy.
Yeah, I remember you tweeted or something. Like that.
I thought that Commitment and Alone was one of like those stuck to me.
I was laughing so hard. I saw footage of you singing so loud. Every word of Commitment.
Yes,
to the point where I stopped rapping.
I'm telling you, you're like, I don't even need to do it.
I was like, wow.
I love that song. It's very strong. It's very powerful. Like you connect with people a lot. Would you say that? Was that a personal song, or was that like something that you kind of like got from someone else? Super personal.
Personal. Yeah, everything I write is personal.
You actually wrote a blog post about that a while ago. Yeah. And I'm very interested to hear about that. Like, the artist's life is very difficult to like have relationships and whatnot. So what is that about? Like,
you know what it is? I think as artists, like we already know who we love. We love our art.
True,
you know what I'm saying?
That's like the wifey or the man or whatever.
It will always be wifey, and to the point where it's like, it's not to say like any girl I date is a side chick or anything to my dream, but it's kind of like they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with or without you, I'm just always going to be happy. You know what I mean? But I would like to, you know what I mean? Like have like, you know what I mean, a relationship. But it's very hard because you have to be with somebody who has that same mindset that you do, that they're up before you're up. You know what I mean? Going to chase their dream.
Exactly.
And we only meet back when we have time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like the same frequency. You guys both understand that exact same frequency.
And I feel like a lot of times I've gotten, in relationships where the other person wasn't necessarily a full-on artist, and therefore like you know, they wanted to do other things like walk in the park. You know what I mean? Or like,
like the extra cute stuff.
I don't know, like sit around and watch like
Netflix,
mad TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like for me, that's just never been my thing.
Yeah,
so
I feel you.
I'll always like bump heads.
That's dope. Well, it's not dope, but I think it's very relatable to a lot of people. Mostly grinders who are like actually going towards the dream.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you want commitment or you want nothing at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. And you're like, I can't give you all of that. Like I'm over here chasing my dreams. Yeah. Telling you, man, I was taking a shower over there and I was singing. I was like, oh man, that's my shit. So as grinders, we all have a purpose and we all have a reason. So I definitely wanted to know, I want to get into like, personally, what do you think your reasons, like why do you grind so hard? Why do you sacrifice time, you know, money, friends, relationships, jobs, and everything else? Like why do you think you put your heart and soul into what you do right now?
I think it's one for freedom. That's another thing.
Oh, yeah,
it's just like the ability to wake up and just do what it is that you love to do. So I fought a lot of my life for like this moment or whatever, but also I do it just to see my ideas manifested and just put on this earth before I die. You know? I think the reality is just like, yo, tomorrow, like, you might not have it. You know what I mean? Yesterday you already had it. So today you have to live. You know what I mean? You have to live it to the fullest. Whatever you do today is going to manifest your tomorrow.
That's beautiful.
So I know that if I wake up and I go super hard for my goals, my tomorrow will look just like today. You know what I mean? If I get it. You know what I mean? So that's usually what it is. I just want to be able to have my freedom.
It's kind of like an artist when like they look at a canvas and they can already see what's there.
Exactly.
And like their goal is to legitimately get their brain and then put whatever's on the brain on the canvas.
It's called vision. You know what I mean?
Into that. I love it. So alright, so last thing I want you to tell our viewers, our grinders out there, what is a piece of advice that you have for people who are trying to come up, who are, you know, going through their own shit, who are fucking hustling like crazy? What would you like to tell them on a personal level on how they can continue to do what they want to do?
You just have to really truly dive into your art, man. You have to believe in yourself more than anybody believes you. Forget a compliment, forget a negative comment. Like everything has to exist in your world and your world only. So once you can master everything up here, get rid of your fears, get rid of all of your insecurities and your doubts. You cannot be successful until you rid yourself of all of the ego and all of these crazy things, jealousy. Until your mind is without those things, I can't even begin to put you in a position to start working. You have to change your mental ability. And once you do that, then all of the business cards and your websites and all of those extra marketing materials, that stuff you can learn in a book. But what you can't learn in a book is this mental thing up here, this brain. You have to change that. Nobody else can change that but you know. So once they change their mental mind, they can do anything.
You heard it from the man yourself. So make sure you guys work on that brain, the mentality, how to build yourself mentally, get stronger as a person, as what you have in your vision, what's inside here, and create it into a real life. I mean, we've had TruthCity here today. Guys, make sure you guys follow him on TruthCity. I will be providing his SoundCloud, his Instagram, and he will be performing for us on May 13th. It's gonna be lit. Over 500 people. This is gonna be crazy. I'm very excited. So if you guys are available, come through. Check out TruthCity. Check out his SoundCloud, his YouTube. He is an amazing, phenomenal artist, and definitely see what he is up to. So until then, guys, also follow us on TheNYCGrind. Follow me at SafielVonay. And until next time, keep grinding, guys. And thanks for watching. Peace.